My thoughts about this year's LDRS is this was a great event. These guys did a tremendous job of running an extremely well organized event. Conditions got a little tough for us here. We're just shielding ourselves at the moment from a dust storm outside. Temperatures were a little bit warm, but this is a great place to fly rockets. I think we learned some lessons here, and one of the things that we learned is that we need to try to get a little bit creative in how we schedule LDRSs. There's some pluses and minuses as to when you have it during the year. We've traditionally aimed towards a July date, but we're, among other things, trying to think more creatively about having an LDRS right in the middle of July. There's some pluses and minuses, as I said. We have family members that very much like the middle of summer. We ensure that children are out of school if you want to bring them along. On the other hand, we have some people that don't like the heat in the middle of July either. Therefore, they would requesting some different dates. What we're doing for next year is the next LDRS 27 will be in Argonia, Kansas. The Kansas folks were kindly enough to consider some alternative dates. We are having LDRS 27 Labor Day weekend, right at the end of August, beginning of September in 2008. We understand there may be some folks that might have some difficulties making that LDRS, but we also realize that LDRS will be a little bit cooler for the Argonia venue. What I hope we will find between now and the next LDRS is maybe an even bigger attendance than what we had here. Hopefully we'll have some regulatory relief in the meantime. We're hoping that that will encourage quite a few more flyers to come out. We know that we should get a good support from our various vendors at that time. And the Argonia venue is a great venue. The Kansas folks put on a tremendous LDRS as well. The Rock folks here did a great job. They were just super organized, and the Kansas folks bring that same sort of organization and expertise to running an LDRS event. So I think we're going to find that you can't hope for better type of organizations running an LDRS that know how to do it. The banquet we had here was fantastic. We had a good turnout, a great facility for handling the members meeting and dinner. The Kansas folks likewise do the same sort of bang-up job. So I think what we're going to find moving forward is we want to try to get more creative with LDRS dates. We want to try to also work to creatively incent different prefectures to host an LDRS. I'm going to be reviving an LDRS planning and location committee. I'm working right now with some volunteers, some guys and gals that are interested in working on that committee. And the idea will be go to different prefectures that may be interested but have been somewhat inhibited in going ahead to host an LDRS because of some initial costs that are involved, support shortfalls that they think that they may have in terms of volunteers. What the Tripoli board is very supportive of doing is looking at those costs that a host prefecture might have to entail to start up an LDRS, and basically extending some seed money to a host prefecture so that they won't have to pay all those costs out of pocket, and they can pay those back to the Tripoli Treasury after the event is conducted. Also, to find out what exactly their resource needs would be to run an LDRS and be able to pull different groups and different volunteers from across the country. We already have that to some extent, but some of the potential hosts may not feel as though they've got the networking or linkages to pull that off themselves. So the LDRS committee can help put that together. So those are the straws that are in the wind, the plans that we have, and hopefully the type of positive things that we'll see between now and the next LDRS and subsequent LDRSs down the road.
All right, thank you. Have anything about Rockets Magazine you want to say?
I think Rockets Magazine is a fantastic publication. I would hope that more people start subscribing to it. It's delivered on time. It's filled with all kinds of rocketry events and news and reports on what people are doing with high-power rocketry across the country. You're really missing out if you're not subscribing to it or buying it. It's a great publication, so get on board, and I think you'll be very, very pleased with the quality of the publication.